Alright, so what's good? I'm gonna let y'all know what we getting into today. Today's gonna be the first brand video in the new crib. Y'all see I'm in the new spot. I don't know what I'm really doing for like a work area yet. I just have it set up right now like it's strictly as a living room, and then my bedroom just as a bedroom. So we still gonna figure that out. I'm gonna show y'all, of course, whenever I do go and get a table or whatever I decide to do for that. I'm gonna show y'all for sure. But it's just gonna make recording this video just a little bit awkward just because I don't have like a proper workspace. That's the only reason I was saying that. Regardless of that, I'm gonna start this video off by working on a hoodie tech pack for the brand. I know that a hoodie is something that I want to do at some point down the line. I pretty much literally only wear hoodies whenever I'm not like actually trying to dress or put on an outfit, so hoodies are really big for me. It's something that I do want to take my time with and get right. However, I'm not sure when I'll actually be sampling this, just because as of right now, in the last video I just put in for my denim and my t-shirt tech pack. I'm still waiting to get those back, and my main focus is going to be the denim. So if I have to get those resampled, I'm going to do that before I get this hoodie sampled, if that makes sense. With that being said, I'm still going to take my time, take this video to work on this hoodie. I pretty much know what I'm going for in terms of like measurements and in terms of like feel of how it looks and how it fits on the body. So I feel like this is going to be pretty much straightforward, though the only really new thing again is just going to be finding out what measurements to take and then looking up what fabrics and whatnot. I guess I should close my blinds. I'm sorry, like that's what I'm saying. I'm still going to have to figure out like where I want to record and everything in here, so bear with me. So I'm gonna show y'all the hoodies and crew necks of my own that I have that I'm gonna be referencing in terms of these measurements. I'm going for like a slouchier, kind of like more relaxed fit, not something like necessarily like cropped or boxy, but just something that just falls on the body, that's super comfy, super big, and just like, you know what I'm saying, I don't know, just a good hoodie. That's what I'm going for, and I think that's really mainly going to be achieved through fabric rather than measurements, because I feel like the measurements will be right, but as long as I feel like the measurements aren't going to be the hard part for me to get down. It's just going to be achieving the fabric to be more like soft but still warm and comforting. So this crew neck is going to be the main one I'm going to be referencing. I'm going to try it on for y'all so y'all can see how it fits later. This is just some Eddie Bauer crew neck. That's like a XXL, I think. But I thrifted this forever ago, and I used to wear it all the time, but I stopped wearing it because people always ask me what GJW is. I don't know, and it has like these, I swear like they're oil stains or something on there. Yeah, I swear like these are like oil stains or something on there because they've never come out. But I love the way this hoodie fits. It is a little bit like, I want to say it's a little bit thicker than what I want to go for, but I also feel like a hoodie, like just this exact thing, if it was just a hoodie, I think I would like literally fall in love with it. So yeah, this is where I'm gonna be mainly taking my measurements from, because I love the way that it fits, and I love the way that these cuffs are. They're bigger, and they're more relaxed, so they're not like really too cinched. I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain, but they don't like other hoodies where it's like really like tight there. It's not really tight, it's more relaxed. This hoodie, which y'all have seen me wear literally in like every video, I actually love this hoodie. It's from this brand called Artificial Fever. I'm really gonna take mainly this just hood measurement. This is an extra large, and I figured that it was gonna come oversized, so I should have got a large, but I don't mind. It's super heavy, it's super comfortable. This is kind of exactly what I'm going for, just because I love the way that this hoodie feels and fits. And then this is the last hoodie. I think I might actually take the hood reference from this one or that one. I'm not sure yet. But this one, again, I thrifted this one. I think this was like Abercrombie and Fitch, to be honest. I think this is a women's hoodie, but I don't know. It's not necessarily what I'm going for in terms of like overall fit, but this is just a super comfortable one that I love to throw on. I'm gonna go ahead and start taking these measurements. I'm gonna start on this one. Well, I'm gonna start by looking up what measurements I need to take first, and then I'm gonna start on this one. So yeah. All right, y'all, so this is the sweatshirt right here. This is how this fits. Again, I really love the entire fit of this thing, and I genuinely think if this had a hood, I think it would be perfect. Yeah, I love the width of this right here. I love that it comes over my hand a lot. This is how I tend to wear my hoodies, is like this. So I don't know, maybe that's fucking childish of me, but that's completely besides the point. But yeah, so this is, I really like the width right here. I also like this right here. I think the only thing that I'm a little bit concerned about in terms of taking the measurements for this is I don't know if y'all can tell, but I feel like the front neck kind of like, I feel like the whole thing is pushed this way a little bit, if that makes sense. Like I feel like instead of sitting even right here, I feel like it sits a little bit back and kind of like tighter right here. I don't know if that makes sense. Like you see how this seam is supposed to sit like, I feel like right here. You know what I'm saying? But you see how it's a little bit back. That's the only thing that I'm kind of concerned about, because I do notice that, and I feel like, I don't know if y'all can tell, but I feel like there's always a gap here in the back of my neck. I don't know if that's maybe just make this a little bit wider. I don't know if that's the way that I wear it. I don't know if that's because I thrifted it, that's because it's old. I generally don't know why. But other than that, I do really like this hoodie. I think that it's the perfect length. I think that crew neck, I think that it's the perfect length. I love the width of these. I love the width of these. I love how wide this is. I love how it fits my hand. So yeah, I'm pretty much gonna take the entire measurements for this product, the width and everything. Super comfortable. I think that if this had a hood, it would literally be perfect. All right, and then next we have this one. I think it's funny that both of the hoodies that I'm mainly gonna take the measurements for are like this sage green color, but this one you'll see again, just super comfortable. This one's a lot lighter. This one isn't as thick. So I'm not really gonna be taking as much measurements from this hoodie itself. Mainly, I think where I'm gonna take from is this hood. The amount of times that I actually find myself like wearing my hood like this, like when I'm just alone at home, is actually stupid. So yeah, that's mainly what I'm gonna be taking from this hoodie. I feel like it's super big, and that's what I want, especially when I have my hair out. I love something that can go over my hair. Or I'll probably compare the measurements of this neck opening as well to the measurements of that neck opening to fix where this seam sits, because I feel like this seam actually sits where it's supposed to. I don't know, maybe y'all don't even know what I'm talking about, maybe I'm tripping, maybe it's fine, but I always, whenever I have that on, I always feel like it's just like pulling right here a little bit, and I kind of want it to, you know what I'm saying, slouch a little bit, but yeah. And then any of y'all who watch my videos know I wear this hoodie all the time, so no surprise to see it here. But actually the main thing that I'm going to take the measurements from for this hoodie is actually going to be this pocket. It's just super roomy, super big. I like the way that I can just slouch into it, you know what I'm saying? I like how big it is. It actually holds things. I feel like every other hoodie I have, whenever I put things in my pocket, I'm always scared of them falling out. But whenever I put things in here, like, I'm never worried about that. And I don't know if this is just because, again, this is an XL, so it's already super big, so the pocket's also super big, or the way that they make this hoodie, the pocket is just super big. But yeah, I might also compare the hood measurements to that one, because though that one is a lot bigger, I feel like this actually, like, now that I'm trying this on, I feel like this is actually kind of how I want my hood to fit a little bit more rather than it being so big. But yeah, so that's gonna be the measurements that I'm gonna be referencing. I'm not gonna try and like walk y'all through all the measurements that I'm taking, but it's super simple. Just look up, you know what I'm saying, hoodie measurements to take, and then literally like there are videos that will show you step by step how to do it. So yeah, I'm gonna get to that right now. And then the next step will be putting that into the tech pack and drawing out the mock-up and all that. Alright y'all, so I just finished the hoodie tech pack. I basically just made a template because I don't have any like ideas or mock-ups. Or again, like I'm not getting anything sampled right now. Later in this video, I am gonna try and work on some mock-ups, but still it's gonna be a little bit before I actually go through and get anything sampled. So I just wanted to make a template for right now that I can use. This is what I came up with, and this is all of my measurements laid out on here. The only thing that's kind of messy is like this pocket area. There's kind of a lot going on over here, but other than that, like, it's just a basic tech pack, basic thing. We got all the measurements here, there, blah, 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 whatever. I guess I did forget to like list everything down at the bottom, but that's fine. I can always just do that later. But yeah, so with that, I'm gonna go ahead and get into the next part of this video, which the next part of this video, so basically I'm gonna be working with my graphic designer. I'm gonna be sending him just a couple things, just some basic logo ideas and some basic like graphic ideas that I do want to get into. There's basically two ideas that I'm gonna try and send him right now. One, I want to do like this sun splatter logo to be like kind of the main logo that we use, and I kind of want it to be like I guess if a sun, or if I kind of want it to be like either if like a kid drew a sun all messy and shit, or like you drop like some yellow paint and like it splattered and it kind of looked like a sun, something like that. That's kind of what I'm going for. And then on the flip side of that, I kind of want to do like a sunburst logo where it's kind of like super streaky and like super thin, so that we kind of have like two polarity, or two opposite sides of a light and a dark. One that's all yellow, bright, messy, kid, like childish, playful, and then like a darker, more serious one. What I'm gonna do right now is kind of just try and find some references that I can send to him, and then send those out to him, and then I'll update y'all once I got the references for those. Alright y'all, so I just pretty much laid out everything that I'm going to send to my graphic designer as of right now. I have these three logos. We have this sun splatter logo, which is like I was saying, you know what I'm saying, looks like kid paint splatter. I just threw some random images of paint splatter, and then I drew this little image. I feel like he's going to understand what I'm going for, but this is really like the more important stuff. I want it to be used as like a stamp, really, like you could just throw it on anything. And of course I pulled all these references from Basket Case because of how recognizable it is, and how just like they throw it on everything, and how malleable it is, usable, whatever term you want to use. But yeah, and then the sunburst logo, which is basically kind of just like the opposite of that, the darker side of that. These are all the references for that. There wasn't as many references, but this is just for like the overall vibe of it. And then it's kind of gonna have the same uses as the other one, so I didn't really put that in there. And then we have the text logo as well. These are just like some fancy little A's that I found, and these are the uses. So I'm kind of just giving him a very base idea of what I'm going for, and allowing him a lot of, you know what I'm saying, creative freedom with, you know what I'm saying, however he actually executes it looking, because I don't want it to look like, you know, I don't want it to look exactly like any of these things. It's probably going to take like some back and forth a couple times just to get it exactly how I want, but I think that's a good reference point. He's like, we're very communicative. We talk all the time. We talk through designs and stuff, so it will take some back and forth, but it's not that big of a deal. With that being said, this was a very quick segment. This is something that I've been putting off for so long, but I'm glad I just finally got it done. There's definitely a lot more that I could do, because there was a t-shirt design that I want to do and everything, but I'm going to start with the logos, let him get those back, and then obviously, like, again, still my main focus is on the denim, so let me get the denim and like the base logos done, and then we'll start focusing on designs for other things. And yeah, so with that being said, I am going to start focusing on designs for other things. Tomorrow I'm going to just try and knock out as many mock-ups as possible. I have like 3 off the top that I really want to get done, just because I want to start visualizing things, visualizing how it's going to look. It's fun to make the mock-ups. It's fun to like just draw it up on there and everything. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing tomorrow. That's going to be the rest of this video. It's just me doing some mock-ups, and then I'll probably go over the mock-ups just like I did with the logos and everything, and then yeah, that'll be it. Alright y'all, what's good? So this is the last little portion of this video. I went and I just mocked up a few couple things. Y'all saw me do like the very initial denim tech pack, and like that I kind of learned how to do mock-ups, at least so what I'm for, at least for a couple designs that I have been wanting to do or like visualize for a while. So I decided I'd finally actually like mock them up in some type of way. So I'm gonna just go through them right here with right quick with y'all. Remember though, like none of these are probably getting like put into production anytime soon. Again, like I'm literally just focusing on that one pair of denim, and I'm gonna try and focus on that one pair of denim until like I really start seeing some type of traction with the brand. And if that means me promoting the same pair of denim for like months, I don't even care. It's gonna be what it is. But so here we have the mock-up. Here we have the initial mock-up for the pair of denim, you know what I'm saying, that I'm gonna be promoting. Put in for the sample a couple weeks ago, still waiting for it to come back. So yeah, and then we have the denim in black. Again, like I like to play with contrast, and I want to do like a day, night, you know what I'm saying, light, dark type thing. I like to do stuff like that. So opposites, and I mean the black is just, you know what I'm saying, a regular color. I don't like to do like one thing in a whole bunch of different colors, if that makes sense. But I do like to play with like contrast in a sense. So it's not like I plan on doing like a light, dark, medium, you know what I'm saying, all types of different washes with those. It'll most likely just be this light wash and then this black one, and then I might want to do like a exclusive like white one, like all white, same fit, same silhouette, but like with no wash, just all white denim. I think that would be cool. But that probably would be like, again, something that's really exclusive. And then I'm gonna go to the denim jackets. So here's the denim jacket for the light wash one, and then here's the denim jacket for the black one. These two would be like basically the last things in the sets. So I'm gonna show y'all the tee. I'm gonna actually go back, sorry. So this is the t-shirt. This one I want to call like the Blue Hour t-shirt because I think that sounds cool. And this is like the light version of it, and then we have like the sunset or violet skies. I haven't decided which one I want to call it yet. Version of it. The way that I mocked it up, the purple is a little bit weird. So when I like go to actually like submit for the tech pack, I'm probably gonna change it. But I was kind of just messing around with this, seeing how it looked, and I like that it was super vibrant. But that's probably not how I'm gonna want the tee to look. Probably gonna want like a little bit more variance, a little bit more difference between the orange and the purple right there. But yeah, I had these ideas for these tees based off like the Bad Sun. They have like the heart, and then or they have like the star, and then inside of it it's like a gradient. So I kind of got the same idea, and it's kind of supposed to mimic like a sunset or like just the hues of the sky. So my plan is, again, like it's really just gonna depend on how much traction we get off this one pair of denim. But ideally what I want to do is release this pair of denim, focus on this for like 3 months straight, get some good traction in it, and so that we can put in for these tees and do a campaign with these. I want to have another light t-shirt as well. I have the idea for the design, but I think I'm going to send that to my graphic designer rather than mocking it up. So there would basically be two light tees, if that makes sense. So there'd be like another white tee that's more fun, more playful, more in a more light mood, that would go with this denim. And then that would be the campaign after this denim. And then I would drop the denim jacket, you know what I'm saying, by itself. So then like that's the full set, or the full, like that's all of the light, if that makes sense. Like all of the light collection. I'm not gonna say collection because it's all one. I don't know. But you get what I'm saying. Like, so you'll have your light denim, you'll have your light tee, and another light tee that I still need to get designed as well. And then you'll have your light denim jacket as well, and that's kind of the whole set. So yeah, and then the flip side of the black, after all of those release, I want to go into the black, and it would obviously be the black denim first, and then we would go to the black tee, and then hopefully another black tee. I haven't come up with the idea. I have the idea for the second light tee I want, but I'm gonna send that design to my graphic designer. I don't know what I want to do for the second dark tee, because I want it to be completely different, because you see how like these are like inverses of each other. I want the second dark tee to be completely different from the second light tee, if that makes sense. Not just an inverse of it. Like I want it to be like completely different, its own design, and I just haven't come up with anything for that. So yeah. And then obviously the last phase of the dark denim will be the dark denim jacket, and then that would be all three of those, and then that would be basically the light and dark complete, right? So you have two tees, one pair of denim and one denim jacket for light, and then one for dark as well. You know what I'm saying? And then that would be kind of segue into the next thing. I don't know, there's some ideas that I have for more complex denim that would probably very much need me to have like a good following or something behind me, some sort of funding that isn't just me myself, because they're probably going to be a lot more expensive. So hopefully these runs, like this run, can get me to that point to where I can produce those. That's the plan. This last mock-up I have here, y'all probably saw me scrolling back and forth. This isn't anything serious. This isn't something that like I would like put out for the brand and produce and get behind it, unless like a lot of people were saying that they wanted it. But it would have to be a lot of people, because like I don't want to just rip people's brands and stuff, or other people's ideas. Like, this is not my idea, but y'all get the idea. Like, I really love this hoodie, and so I kind of just made my own version of it. And I think like this is just something that like, oh, I would just make a sample for fun. That's a part of this too, is like I definitely want to have fun, and like if the money provides and I'm like, fuck it, bro, I just want to make this, then I'm gonna just do it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, this would be something that I would just be like, I don't know, I just want it. You know what I'm saying? So I would just put in for that. And yeah, with that being said, that's pretty much all my mock-ups. That's pretty much where we're at completely with the brand right now. We still have the denim and the blank white tee, you know what I'm saying, in the process of being sampled right now. The blank white tee and the blank black tee, the blank white tee that is in manufacturing, right, or that is I'm getting the sample for right now, is not something that I plan on producing. I just wanted to have a reference for the measurements, and I think that I want to go with a much like a smaller fit, a snugger fit. Well, I don't like that word, but a smaller fit rather than the bigger relaxed fit that one does have. So I think that I'm gonna re-put in for this mock-up with completely different, or for this tee with completely different measurements after I sort out the denim. But yeah, the blank white tee and the blank black tee. The blank white tee is not something that I would produce unless people were asking for, you know, just, hey bro, do you sell blank white tees? But I don't know, even though it does have a little flair to it, like, you know, you could get a white tee anywhere. But yeah, I'm not saying I won't sell it, but it's not in my plans right now to sell it. But yeah, so that's basically the direction that I'm kind of going in for the brand. So hopefully the next video in this series, I actually get these samples in hand, and we can actually start like physically doing stuff and making decisions, because I'm really excited for everything that I have planned for this pair of denim, and I really want to get to it. So yeah, I just hope that we get I really hope that the sample hits and everything's good. I don't know, I really don't know. Like, I really don't know if it's gonna be good. I really don't know if it's not. But yeah, with that being said, that's pretty much enough talking. It was a good, productive video. Thank you to anybody who's watched to this point. Comment y'all song of the day down below. And yeah, thank you for watching. I hope to see y'all in the next one.